and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monique.
And I'm your host, Xyzeee. And let's jump into today's episode.
Hello, guys. Welcome back.
Hi. What's up? How was your morning?
My morning was good. Guess what time I woke up?
7.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.? Okay.
Yes, you guys know I'm trying to be a part of the 5 a.m. club.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been on it.
And you've been on it?
Yep. Really trying to make that my daily habit.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
I woke up, read my book, washed the dishes, I ate breakfast, meal prepped, cleaned my room, got ready for the podcast. I was late. I was supposed to be here at 11. I got here at 11:15.
Okay. Did you think 11 would be a good time? Because even 11 is late. We were supposed to start at 11.
Right. 10:30 I should have been here.
I mean, it was fine. Because the guy...
I was about to say, how was your morning?
It was good, I would say. Oh, I need to stop yawning.
And I'm about to yawn. You're about to make me yawn.
I know. I need to stop yawning immediately. But it was good. Got up early. Just kind of spent time doing nonsense. And then...
What time did you get up?
Probably like 8.
That's not early.
For me, it's early. I like to sleep 12 hours. So for me, it is early. But yeah, and then got ready to come to my store and had a meeting with another person about this floor. I've met with 3 people at this point about redoing the floors in my store and trying to get this ideal look that I really want for a luxurious vibe in my store. But the guy who I met with today seemed really good, knowledgeable, excited about what he can do in this space, excited about making it cheap because that is my goal. Yes, make it luxury. But like the first guy was like, oh yeah, we can do this, we can do that. All these ideas. Yeah, 10K. That's where you lost me. That's right there. That's where you lost me. This guy, same thing. Oh yeah, we can do this. We can do that. 2K. You're hired.
Yes.
You, sir, are hired. Because yeah, that's the price I'm trying to hear. But yeah. So did a walkthrough with him. We kind of fleshed through a whole bunch of different ideas, and yeah, that was really good. I'm feeling like, okay, I'm getting closer to actually getting this done in time frame that I want. Because like I wanted it done in September, and then it moved to October, and now I'm like, okay, maybe the last week of October, and now I'm like, maybe the first week of November, because I'm still trying to narrow down who's going to do it. The idea has always been the same, but just finding the right person to do it and really like orchestrate the look. So, but yeah, so far so good. Did you see the Victoria's Secret fashion show? Was it this past weekend?
Yeah. It was this past weekend. They came back after 6 years.
Was it 6?
It was 6 years. I thought it was like 2 years.
The last show was 2018. I thought it was like 2019. So I guess I wasn't.
It was before the scandal.
Oh, it was before the scandal. Interesting. Well, first, before we talk about the scandal, did you watch it?
Yes, I watched it. Did you miss it actually?
Did I miss it? I mean, I watched it.
Yeah, did you notice it was gone?
I didn't know it was going.
Notice it was gone.
I didn't know it was. Oh, did I miss it when it was not shown? No. No. I mean, but it is something I remember in the early days. I remember looking forward to it. Like when I was in high school or college, I remember being like, oh, what day does the Victoria's Secret show happen this year? Because it would always be like the first week of December, I think. But yeah, I remember back then in probably the good old days of Victoria's Secret always wanted to find out exactly what it was so I could be in front of my TV and watch it live.
Oh,
So, yeah, I did
the
used
good
to.
old days.
I did used to really love it.
I watched it. It was good. People said they didn't like it, but
People said
I
they did.
liked it. People said, "Oh no, Victoria's Secret is runt,
Is what? Rent?
runt,
Ruts?
runt."
Runts. Okay. What does that mean?
Are you racist?
I'm confused.
Oh my god, you didn't see that TikTok
No.
in the club? We all fam.
Okay. I don't know
Are
anything
you
about it.
racist?
That's what TikTok says?
Yes.
Okay, I believe you. I have no clue. I have no clue what's happening. But I believe that it's something that happens on TikTok.
Yeah, I thought you was going.
Mm-mm.
I'll send it to you because you're gonna die laughing. Whoever is listening and watching, they probably cracking up
Well,
because that moment literally went with it.
oh, okay. Well, yeah, unless it makes its way to Instagram or YouTube, I probably haven't seen it because that's where I spend
Yeah.
time, Instagram and YouTube. TikTok, but mostly because TikTok, I don't have the app on my main screen. So I'm like, I don't go on TikTok unless I'm really looking for it. But yeah.
In the clip, we all fam. But they said, yeah, they done with Victoria's Secret. It was boring. They ain't not messing with it. But this isn't fashion people. This is just like buyers,
Buyers are done with it.
customers, not buyers.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
I
mean, my
watched it on
goodness.
my own, and
I'm about
actually,
to
like,
say,
as a
for people who,
fashion person,
huh?
I said I watched it on my own, and as a fashion person, I liked it.
Okay.
What was you saying?
It came out it streamed live on October 15th, and it got 22,800,064 views so far as of now.
That's a
So
lot.
so people who say they're not interested, seem like a lot of people are
A
really
lot of people was
interested.
interested.
And what
22 million after coming back after
right.
6 years. Wow, people still like Victoria's Secret.
But I think one thing that I had saw was, of course, in their decline of views on TV. Like, it used to get millions and millions of views on TV, live TV, when it was happening. The decline, I think it said, went all the way down to 3 million for their 2018 show. Well, wait 6 years, put it on YouTube, and 22 million. You get more views.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on YouTube, are you getting paid for these views? More
Mm.
profit, more direct profit.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool.
They said in the book how to what 48 laws of power.
Uh-huh.
It says something like go absent to gain respect or something. So
Okay.
crop that out. But I'm saying like that's probably why they got 22 million
Yeah.
views because of their big hiatus.
Yeah, I definitely think if you disappear for a while, people will be like excited about your comeback. Versus if you stay there the whole time, they're gonna be like, womp womp, you're always here.
Yeah.
But go away and they're like, where have you been?
Yeah.
So,
Like, oh shoot, Victoria's Secret, let me see what you've been up to.
do you want to talk about the drama of why they closed first, or the scandal, or do you want to talk about the founding history first? You tell me.
We didn't talk about the looks. How do we feel about the looks?
Oh snap! The looks of the fashion show.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, what's your overall opinion on a fashion show, I guess?
My overall opinion was that the wings and accessories, which I felt like maybe I even felt back then, the wings and accessories are more interesting than the lingerie. Mm-hmm. Like, I really like the black section and the red section. Like, they basically broke it up into sections. Their introductory portion of the fashion show was like light pastels, cutesy, lingerie, lacy vibes. The second section was black, goth, lingerie, dark colors. And then the third section was like lovey-dovey, Valentine's Day, girly, red and pink. I like the black and red section better than the first quarter of the fashion show. But overall, like as in their lingerie, but as in the overall show, I like the wings and the accessories better than the lingerie as a whole. I think for sure Victoria's Secret hit it on the mark, knowing that they needed something extra more than lingerie to bring people to watch and be interested. So I think they actually got it right by including the wings and all this stuff from the beginning, because that's what makes the show.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The lingerie was very boring, but I love the wings. I love that they had like mechanical wings. The wings was moving. I'm not sure if that's a new thing or an old thing, but the wings was like opening and closing. Loved it. And then the wings was just different designs, different styles. They did like a robe. They did a jacket. They did like a bow wing. That was really cool. But the lingerie, the actual lingerie, I didn't like, which was like surprising because I went into Victoria's Secret not recently, but recently, probably like a year ago. And when I went in there, they had really nice things, and I was like, "Wow, I actually forgot about Victoria's Secret."
You know what? I always see like the young girls who come in during prom season. They always say, "Oh, I got sized at Victoria's Secret. I got my bra from Victoria's." When I ask them, like, "Okay, what's your cup size?" They always say, "Oh, I go to Victoria's Secret." Mind you, the cup size is always wrong at Victoria's Secret. They always will tell you you're a double D, triple D cup, even if you're an A cup. But I was like, young girls must still be shopping there.
Yeah, yeah. My from the customers I've been getting, I've been seeing them wear Victoria's Secret because they have to get undressed. So I do see like crop that out, but I see that they still wear Victoria's Secret, and they're wearing Fenty now.
Okay. Have you ever worn a Fenty bra or had Fenty lingerie?
No.
Me either.
I want to try it.
Yeah, I want to try it too.
Because the one thing that I seen was so cute. I'm pretty sure Victoria did a similar design, but like it was just like it was like it was lacy, and then it had like a buckle that said it was like a metal buckle that said Fenty. I'm pretty sure Victoria's Secret did the same design, but it was real cute.
Oh,
so I said I'm gonna start shopping at Fenty too. In the club, we all fam.
So you really like this thing, huh?
You know, TikTok be stuck in your head. She said, She said, in the club, we are all family. Are you racist?
What?
Basically, she was saying slang, and the girl was like, what are you talking about? Then she said it again, and then she said it a third time, and she's like
the N-word or something?
No. I actually got to find the show. Like, why? Like, I want to see that scene.
Oh, it's a show. It's not like a regular person's TikTok.
No, it's a show, and they took it and they put the sound on there. The show was nice. I still wear Victoria's Secret. That's where I shop for underclothes. I don't think to go anywhere else, honestly.
Really? You shop
at unless like I want to get not cute underwear.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know. I get cute underwear all the time. I shop at literally Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington, because they be having 3 or 4 packs of like underwear or bras or whatever for like $9.99 and $13.99. And I just remember Victoria's Secret always being $34 for one, and I just could never. I don't know. I can never do that.
They always got to sell. It's like 5 for $25, 5 for $30.
Do they though? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like and then I think I mean, I don't know, because I've never really been a Victoria's Secret girl. So like, not even with the perfumes or anything like that. I always like the fashion shows that I have always done. But for shopping in general, maybe it was like the way I grew up. I always would go to department stores or bigger stores where I could see different brands and be able to shop from different brands. Victoria's Secret is only Victoria's Secret. So you're only going to find a bra in a specific size that fits a
The
specific
bras are
way.
expensive. The bras are expensive now.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. The bras.
They're barely on sale. But the underwear.
Yeah, it's just not even that deep to me. But yeah, I mean, I get it. But the show, I feel like I can find cute stuff anywhere though. But the show itself, the fashion show overall, it was a show. I think people in general are just not as interested in anything anymore.
Yes.
Everything every day is so, look at me, over here, over there. And it was what, 40 minutes? People's attention span not even that long anymore.
Yeah.
So.
It was a show for sure. I like how they had different artists, performers, and with each new performer, it was a different look. It was well put together.
Yeah, I think Tyler did a really good job.
Yes, they said she ate the walk. She walked better than everybody else, and I agree. Once I seen her walk, that's a walk.
Yeah, and they said there was an issue with the shoes. I don't know if I saw it as much in the show, but I definitely was like skipping through. But in some clips on Instagram, they showed the models like having to stop and fix their shoe as they were walking, or just issues with them looking like their feet was really hurting. But yeah.
Would you stop and fix your shoe, or would you keep going?
I don't know. You know, I've done modeling for runway before, and I've never had to stop and fix my shoe. I've always kept going. But if it's that painful, or if it's about to fall off, I probably would stop and fix it. Because, I mean, rather than trip.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit better. But yeah.
Did you like Tyra Banks as the finale?
I liked her walk. She looked good. She always looks gorgeous. I mean, she's a
Energy.
Supermodel. Energy was hype.
Tyra was being Tyra. It was good. It was good to see her.
Agree. It was good to see her modeling. She looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think they had a lot of plus size models in body representation and age representation. It was a lot of models in the show featured that they had used in the past, and some models who were just famous from being older. So there was models in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and I think that's beautiful.
Some people on Thread said they felt like it was performative. Like they had different sizes, different races. They had transgender, a transgender model, and some people just was tired of it. But I mean, you can't please everybody. They said it was very performative, it was very fake. You just did it because blah blah blah.
Right, because of the past.
Yeah.
But oh well, you want them not to do it, then y'all would have came for them for not having them.
Yeah.
You can't win.
You can't win.
You can't win. Yeah, so what is the past? Did you see the past about the transgender and the plus size model thing?
No. That was another scandal?
Yes. So
I seen the scandal with the island thing. It was a part of it.
No, in 2018, Ed Rezick, the brand's former chief marketing officer, made controversial comments about not featuring transgender or plus size models in the fashion show, which hurt the brand's reputation. By 2019, Victoria canceled the iconic fashion show. But basically what he said was like, they don't think that transgender or plus size model is going to be able to sell the brand. So that's why they're not going to include them in the fashion show. So,
of course it can sell the brand because not everybody looks the same. So not everybody wears underwear. So you're going to have plus size people that wear underwear that wants to wear your underwear. You're gonna have transgenders that want to wear underwear. You're
Yeah.
literally an underwear brand, so
Right. And I think if you're looking for a company that does not care what you look like, embraces your many complexities as a human being, that's where Fenty comes in.
yeah.
Their
Yeah.
fashion shows from Gate always had LGBTQ
Mhm.
community. They always had plus size. They always had men, women, different like shapes, sizes, ethnicities.
Mhm.
Like they were inclusive from day one.
Yeah, even their pics of their brand ambassadors, they pick brand ambassadors everywhere. I mean, not everywhere. That looks like plus size, different races.
Mm-hmm.
They did good.
Yeah.
Have you gone to the Fenty store in King Prussia? I went in there.
I haven't. How was it?
It was I feel like the stuff inside, the stuff online looks better, but the stuff inside the store, I think it was like safe. Like safe colors, what they thought would sell. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really different stuff. It was black, white, just kind of like the Victoria's Secret fashion show, like
More.
red, boring. Yeah, it was the
Okay.
boring designs, but online they had the more fun designs. But
Interesting.
in the stores, it was very much what they thought would sell. Something I
Mm-hmm.
noticed. That's probably like my fashion designer eye or my
Right.
fashion business eye noticing it.
Right.
But a customer, it was people in there, and
Mm-hmm.
the line, it was a line, so clearly it was they did something right.
Right.
But
That's interesting. I would have thought
mhm,
their store would have been more different and fun and funky than
and it was dark. It was like black and purple.
I don't like dark stores.
It was a dark store.
I don't like dark stores. I need to
Maybe because lingerie is for the nighttime.
But remember, well, I don't know if we said this yet in the podcast, but Victoria's Secret actually started off as a dark store. So when
Hmm.
they first got started in 1977, they were trying to. It was started by a guy who was uncomfortable shopping for his wife, shopping for lingerie. He wanted to create a store that was more appealing to men who are shopping for their wives, because at the time 1977 women still didn't have jobs like they do now today, where almost everybody has a job or needs a job at least. And they didn't have as much spending money or rights or willingness time to be going out shopping. So it was more of what a man would buy for his wife. So the store's look was very manly. It had a lot of leather and dark lighting and deep tones. So it was almost like a man cave dungeon vibe, but as a lingerie store.
Hmm.
And eventually they had to come out of that model because then women didn't enjoy shopping there.
Hmm.
So what you're telling me is that Fenty looks like a dungeon?
Fenty looks like, I don't. This was a little while ago, so maybe they changed it up.
Okay.
But it looked like a dungeon. It was black and purple,
Mm.
very dark. Maybe it's the psychology
Okay.
of shopping for. It got to be a good meaning towards it, a good reason for it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go into the store and see what it looks like. But in general, I don't like dark stores. Like Hollister is so annoying to me. Like I think Hollister is the one. It's always dark, like pitch
Uh-huh.
black in there. Like what are we doing exactly?
Yeah.
I just do not like it. But
Hmm.
what did you
Um.
find out about the history of the brand?
Um. Same first thing, and then I mean the same thing about him shopping in department stores, embarrassed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how the idea was sparked that he wants to invent a store that men can shop for their women, and then he eventually sold the brand for $1 million
Okay,
to
just one.
$1 million.
Okay,
That was back in the days.
yeah. So that was probably big money to them.
Yeah, back in the days, and then the new owner is the one that got the brand to get a lot of attention. So that probably was around the time with when the lady started shopping there.
Yeah. Uh,
And then recently, in about 2018, they was like linked to a scandal.
Okay. What I saw was, so they were actually bought by the L brand, which was what? Let me see, 1982. They were acquired by the L brand, which was the Limited, the founder of the Limited. Do you remember the Limited stores?
Limited too.
The Limited 2 was the younger version of the Limited.
So I don't remember the
Limited. Yeah,
the
so the
limited store.
Limited was like the grown woman store, and then
Oh,
Limited
I'm too
2.
young.
Yeah, the Limited 2 was for the young girls. The Limited 2 was a time.
Yes, that was a time.
I used
That
to
was a
love shopping.
time.
It gave Lizzie McGuire vibes, like Disney
Yes.
Channel.
Yes, they did good. Kids don't dress like that anymore. Kids get dressed for the club. In the
Disgusting.
club, we all fam.
If you say that one more time,
Are you racist?
I cannot deal with you. So yeah, then it says in the 1990s, under Wexner's leadership, Victoria's Secret became a staple in lingerie market, emphasizing glamour and sensuality. But again, for women, making women feel more comfortable. And then it expanded rapidly, opening hundreds of stores in different malls across the U.S. 1995 was the first fashion show.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
that was
wasn't
the
even born
first.
yet.
Huh?
I wasn't even born yet. Victoria's Secret is still in the malls. All of the same stores is still in the malls.
Mm.
Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
that is kind of crazy, but
And then all the new stores not standing a chance.
because they're more online than in person. I
Mm-hmm.
think the new stores don't understand how to get walk-in customers, and the old stores don't know how to get online customers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they have different strengths, which I
Yeah.
don't mind, honestly.
Yeah.
Early 2000s supermodel culture kind of came into play, where models became known just by their face from being in magazines, on TV, little pop-up times and TV shows. If you remember, Tyra Banks at the time had made an appearance on The Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, oh my God, like this famous model popped up on The Fresh Prince. So that's kind of when all that stuff started happening, when you would see people from other industries cross into like music and TV, or be in videos, music videos, and then go
Yeah.
back to like runway shows. So that was kind of cool.
We should do an episode on Tyra Banks. I kind of feel like we already did, but we didn't.
We
We
didn't.
had. We didn't. We did, but we didn't. We had a guest that was on America's Next Top Model, and she talked about Tyra for a little bit. Make sure y'all go back. I think that's like our 10th episode. Make sure y'all go back and watch it.
Mm.
But we actually didn't really dig deep into Tyra Banks, which is kind of necessary because she plays a big part in the fashion world.
Yeah, maybe for like black women for sure. It says the Victoria's Secret fashion show started careers for or supermodel careers for Giselle Bundchen, who was married to Tom Brady, Adriana Lima, who's married to the guy from Maroon 5, Adam Lambert, Heidi
Mm-hmm.
Klum, who was married to Seal,
Mm-hmm.
and Tyra Banks.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So
wow.
4 major supermodels.
Oh
And mind
wow.
you, when Kendall Jenner first started modeling, I think what crossed her over into like that supermodel range was her first appearance on the Victoria's Secret show.
I was literally thinking about that. Like, why wasn't she there?
Uh-huh.
But she did pop in my head. I didn't know that. Yes, I did. I seen the episode of the Kardashians, her very first time on the Victoria's Secret. It was like a big episode.
Yeah. What else did you find? Oh, I saw something about Epstein in the what happened with Jeffrey Epstein?
Basically, Jeffrey Epstein was convicted of some sexual things, and Wexner was.
Girl.
This is a challenge.
Okay. But Lex Wexner, he was well, basically they found out that he was connected to Jeffrey Epstein. He was he somehow had Jeffrey Epstein managing his money, and Jeffrey Epstein was using Wexner's money to lure women into Victoria's Secret and other things. So Jeffrey Epstein himself is a sex trafficker. He's involved in crazy scandals with a lot of rich people, basically getting young women or men from all over the world, getting them sold into sex trafficking and using those relationships that he has with big people in order to abuse more people. But yeah, so somehow being connected to Lex Wexner's money and using his money for Jeffrey Epstein's job, which is sex trafficking. Clearly, it kind of seems like maybe the money that was funding the sex trafficking wing was coming from Victoria's Secret.
Oh, wow.
That's weird. Hella weird.
Mm-hmm.
So when he broke off all connections to him in 2007 after the scandal, to me, you're guilty.
Right. Yes, you are guilty.
Because why would you let a criminal, sex trafficker, random white guy, who knows if whatever he knows about him, but why would you let this guy manage your money from Victoria's Secret?
Yeah.
He's not a money manager. In fact, he said to the young women that he was a model scout for Victoria's Secret.
Yeah. Which I'm not surprised because men manipulate women, sell them a dream, but they really be having hidden motives.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that he used it.
Yeah. Almost like, it reminds me of those photographers. Like, it's a lot of men who are photographers who just want to give you a start at fame. But really, they want to get you in a room, tell you to pose sexually, get you naked, and rape you. Sorry.
Get you drunk, drugs,
whatever. They just want to be connected to young, beautiful girls. So they're going to be like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm a photographer. I can get your pictures so we can start your portfolio. Like, no, you can't. Shut up.
Yeah. Are you surprised? I mean, it makes sense if you're a sex trafficker and somebody owns a lingerie brand. Of course you're going to connect to them because of course they know a lot of women that want to get naked and sexy, beautiful women.
Right.
So what are the odds, the coincidence, the...
Right. But I'm sure he's linked to Diddy as well and Trump.
It was... I was about to say, they name dropped a lot of these men, billionaires, on this island.
Yeah. A mess. It's all
A mess.
Stay away from the entertainment industry if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not checking your every box that needs to be checked, if you don't have a mom or a dad around you, if you're a young girl, if you don't have like a big sister that can come in every room with you, a big brother, whatever. Like, they will sneak up on you, drug your drink, and get you in the corner.
And record you and use it against you if you ever try to snitch or if you ever try to be big with a different brand. And that's why you see a lot of people go quiet after we getting too deep.
No, we not. It's true.
That's why you see a lot of people go quiet. Oh, what happened to such and such? What happened to such and such? They when you on your own and you really grinding and you popping, like, they come for you. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
They
like when you first start out, you be popping, and then out of nowhere they just go ghost. Like, I think they all be associated with that.
I think, well, number one, to go back to the point where you said they record you and use it against you, that part is it. Like, whether they drug you or not, whether you have a rendezvous with an associate or not, they're recording at all times. And they will use those recordings against you, especially if they drug you and rape you or whatever. To them, they're like, oh, it's not a video of rape, it's our sex tape, and I'll release it if you don't da-da-da-da-da. So, absolutely not. Just be careful, people.
Be careful.
Let's get into...
So, do we still want to support Victoria's Secret? I'm finding all this out today.
He's not the there anymore, though, right?
Right. So that's what they keep doing. They
Switching
keep,
owners.
yes, they keep having scandals, and then, oh, I sold the brand, but did you really sell the brand?
Right. It says L Brand struggled with Victoria's Secret's declining sales in 2020. Sycamore Partners acquired the majority stake in the company, and a shift towards rebranding the company began moving away from its heavily sexualized image, and focusing on diversity and inclusion. Yeah, now.
Yeah, now.
Now you're inclusive.
Yes.
The rebranding efforts in 2021. So, under new leadership, Victoria's Secret launched a significant rebranding effort that introduced Victoria's Secret Collective, featuring
Mm-hmm.
women of diverse backgrounds and all body types and professions,
Mm-hmm.
activists, and athletes.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and they also introduced plus size models. The rebranding aimed to shift the company's image to one of female empowerment. I'm not buying it.
Oh, wow. That's why the fashion show was going for so long. Because
Yeah, but also the pandemic. Every
they
fashion show was
needed,
gone.
yeah, they needed to be forgotten about. They needed all of that to be washed away.
Yeah. The pandemic kind of took out everybody's fashion show for a couple of years. So
Yeah.
for them, they were probably like, "Oh, good, nobody's looking at us because the world's falling apart." Because they fell apart in 2018, and here goes 2020 falling apart for everybody. But I like that you mentioned, should we even support them? I don't think so. That's me. But
Yeah.
while I was looking up this, I did look up the Fenty brand and what their history is. So they launched in 2017, a year before
Mm-mm.
the Victoria's Secret fashion show had their last show, which was in 2018. Now, I think Rihanna opened up from gate doing fashion shows for her Fenty
Mm-hmm.
brand. And again, she was always inclusive. She was always diverse. She was always body conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Even saying in one of her advertisements, "I'm not built like a Victoria's Secret model."
Oh, wow.
So there's the slogan right there.
Yes.
Fenty Beauty launched in 2017. The lingerie launched in 2018.
Okay.
Um, and it is
And tea
under
hair.
LVMH, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy.
Oh, wow.
So Fenty brand is under the Louis Vuitton umbrella.
Mm-hmm. Is
Um,
that where what Raw Loach was talking about when he said the new fashion brands don't even own a capital? Is that a capital thing right there? Do Louis Vuitton own?
probably. I mean, like having a big corporation and brand reputation like LVMH behind you is going to infuse your business with money, marketing, just spotlight on your business from day one because they have all the funds and resources to put behind
Mm-hmm.
you. It's almost
That's a
like when an
black owned
artist,
brand. They said is
huh?
no. That's a black owned brand.
What is?
Fenty.
Yeah, but it's under a white owned company. I mean, yes, Fenty itself is black owned, but I'm saying it's under the LVMH umbrella. But either way, what I was saying was it's almost like being a musician signed to a big label like Rockefeller.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're already going to have a better start in the music industry because they have people putting them on the radio and getting them booked for concerts and award shows versus being an artist who isn't signed to any label. It's just going to be harder for them to get to the same level.
Yeah.
So Fenty kind of already had a good push because
Mm-hmm.
they're under LVMH. But what I wanted to say is their fashion show streamed on platforms like Amazon Prime and combined lingerie with live performances similar to Victoria's Secret, but from Gates supporting body positivity.
Mm-hmm. Which is
Uh,
which is good. Which is brilliant, first of all, because it's all about lingerie is all about the body, and you shouldn't just shape it to the Victoria's Secret models. Literally, all look the same.
right.
What? For
I just read.
years, for years, the Victoria's Secret models all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
So Fenty doing all different body types is brilliant.
Yeah. It says they didn't sign with LVMH until 2019. Making her the first Black woman to head a luxury fashion house under the LVMH umbrella, or the luxury group. And it says Fenty Maison focused on high-end ready-to-wear fashion, footwear, and accessories. Unlike Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty, the venture was focused more on luxury and reflected on Rihanna's personal style. Have you ever looked at or shopped at Fenty Maison?
No, I
Me
never. I
either.
didn't even know it exists.
Me either. Maybe it's only for the people who know. Maybe if you know, you know, and we don't
Right.
know.
Or maybe it's coming soon.
It says in 2019 is when they launched it. Oh nope, 2021 they paused Fenty Maison.
Oh, okay.
Early 2021, it was announced that Fenty Maison would be put on hold indefinitely. The decision was largely due to the challenges of operating in a luxury fashion market, particularly due to the pandemic that had just occurred. However, Rihanna's other ventures like Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty lingerie continue to flourish.
Okay.
So she came out basically with a luxury wear, ready to wear company in 2019, which was right before the pandemic hit, and then nobody was wearing clothes.
Yeah.
Everybody was wearing pajamas, which brings us back to Savage X Fenty.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Wow, that was a good time to drop a pajama line.
Right. Yeah. All up to God's timing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it says Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty continue to grow, and Rihanna is heavily involved in the creative direction. However, I think last year she hired her first CEO, or basically like somebody else to be in charge, which
Okay.
makes sense because she had just had the second baby at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it says Fenty actually reshaped both the beauty and fashion landscapes by challenging the industry norms and creating a more inclusive and diverse representation for
Yeah.
its customers.
Even for her makeup brand, she has so many different shades, so many different colors. All her brands are just very diverse. And now she got Fenty hair.
Really? Oh yeah, I think I did see that. Which I thought right after Beyonce's Sacred though. Interesting timing. It was like the week after.
Yeah.
I ain't
We'll
like
see
that.
how the Fenty hair goes.
It's gonna go better than Sacred. It is gonna go better than Sacred though.
It is. People said with Beyonce, they said Beyonce don't even talk to us. Why would we
Right.
support? We don't even know to support your brand.
Right. Yeah. And it sucks for Beyonce, I'm sure, because I'm sure
Rihanna
it's
don't
other
talk to
people.
us, but she talked to us more than Beyonce.
Rihanna is just more relatable and likable, and like she don't talk to us, but she talks to reporters.
Yeah,
Beyonce doesn't talk to
talk at
reporters.
all.
Yeah.
Beyonce don't talk at all. But
Yeah.
Beyonce is a OG. Like she probably went through all the things and all the scandals in the industry, and she just made her shut up.
Yeah, she's over it. Y'all not
Yeah,
gonna misconstrue her words because she ain't gonna say no
yeah.
words.
She learned and she was like, okay,
Yeah.
silence.
Yeah. For sure. But yeah, I mean, I think that was a good little history of Victoria's Secret.
That was good
Yeah.
to know.
I enjoyed the show. I think in general though, I have always liked that the Victoria's Secret models have looked happy on the runway versus every major fashion show models look angry on the
Yeah,
runway. I
yeah,
don't like that.
yeah. It
But
was. I like the layout. I know that's a regular layout, but I liked how big the walkway was, and I
yeah.
liked how the audience was seated.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool. Which is normal, but I liked it. I noticed
Well,
that.
it wasn't a normal walkway though. The walkway was huge.
It was huge, but
It
isn't
was
their walkways
gigantic.
always huge?
Mm-mm. Well, Victoria's Secrets, yes, but
Yeah.
fashion shows, no.
Yeah, I was talking about Victoria's Secrets. They're always
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. Because they have the performers, so it's also a stage.
I was about to say, yeah.
Oh,
It's,
we didn't mention Cher. I love Cher so much. I'm such a weirdo because I grew up watching white TV. And Cher was always an icon, and listening to her music and her fashion, and like we should do a whole episode on Cher and Bob Mackie, who was her fashion designer. I
yeah.
actually recently worked on a Bob Mackie dress worth over $10,000. It
You
was
touched it or you replicated it?
I made alterations to it
Oh,
for
that's history.
it was just point blank period. But it was for the mother of the bride. Her outfit was her wearing this Bob Mackie dress that her mother wore to her wedding, and now she's wearing it to her daughter's wedding. And the alteration that she wanted was like this skirt added to it over top to make it more poofy and put like a bow, hence the bows, a bow in the back of the skirt as like additional piece that she could take on and off. But the original Bob Mackie dress, she said it was originally 2000, and right now on eBay, she looked up how much it would be worth today. It would be between 10K and 18K because it's in the original.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Bob Mackie was Cher's designer her whole career, and Tina Turner.
Yes. Okay. I was watching the Kardashians and Kim K said she was like literally obsessed, and she dedicated a lot of her looks to Cher.
She did remodel a lot of their
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah. And then they went to her concert and she dressed exactly like her. She was like, "Oh my god, I'm about to meet her, but I wonder if she think I'm gonna be weird."
Right.
And she met her and she was like regular. But
Yeah.
you probably get that all the time. Everybody copy your looks all the time.
Yeah, and I think it was like for Taylor Swift's concerts last year, everybody would dress in a Taylor Swift look to the Taylor Swift concert, and I feel like Cher probably gets the same thing all the time. Like people always dress like her to her concerts, or even like
Yeah.
Halloween and stuff. Somebody's always Cher for Halloween. I think Cher is
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe.
And Zendaya and Law Roach just redid a look for the Victoria's
Yes.
fashion show.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
I like when people who do redo looks.
yeah. I
Just like
mean, the
them.
Bob Mackie don't go out of style. Bob Mackie is it.
Sounds like we need to do a episode. Oh my god, we need to do an episode
On everything.
on everything. You know what I wish for us? I wish
What?
that we can like meet the Louis Vuitton people, the Gucci people, and they just tell us all the tea, but they
Right.
only talk to us.
But they only talk to us. Okay.
And we come back on the show and we like report it.
Yeah. I can see that happening. You know, manifest it.
But we really get the tea of the fashion world.
But they're not going to tell you that tea because it's theirs. Don't nobody want to tell you their secrets because then everybody was going to know their secrets. But if we get it from somebody that used to work for them.
Yes.
A disgruntled employee.
Yes.
Yeah. We can do that, maybe.
Yeah. I want to do an episode on the malls. Because why is the big brand still in business?
I already told you. They got it down to a science.
What's the science?
Lighting, number one.
And you know what I'm noticing? Like
they all got lights.
a lot of I think women bosses is the future.
Okay.
I think that men bosses, men CEOs pissed a lot of people off, and women we coming.
Right.
We're coming.
I could see that for sure. I can see it. I mean, I'm not necessarily because of all the Me Too movements and everything, but I think just in general, women are getting their footing, and just more women have their degrees than men nowadays. More women have CEO positions than back then. More women are in more power positions.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see more women ownership.
And
Overall.
my jobs that I actually worked where the woman was the boss have always been better than my jobs where the men were the boss. Just off of the sexual thing. Like when a guy is a boss, everybody wants to have sex with him, and that plays a part in your business.
Yeah.
Right? You said that's what?
That's so weird.
But that actually affects your business.
Yeah.
Versus like a woman boss, like I just think we just be more catered to what's right. And we're not having sex with our employees.
Yeah.
We're very nurturing. We're very I just see women bosses taking over because we're not going to have sexual sin.
Sexual what now?
Sin.
Sin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello, I thought you said.
What did you think I said?
No, I said that is what I thought you said.
Oh.
Because is it a sin? They get married there.
The things that they get into, the recordings, the baby oil, the islands, the islands, the paying women to do this and that, and they get like a rich man gets caught up. Is more likely to get caught up in the wrong things.
Yeah, I can see. I see that for sure. I mean, people have said that. I've heard it so many times that in those industries, it's a dark place.
I can
it's
see
a dark
it.
place.
But I can see it.
But we should end this episode right here. We have already talked too much, girl.
Yes.
So make sure you count your blessings
Before you count your money.
Bye.